Ezekiel chapter 27. And there is a word of Yahweh to me, saying, And you, son of man, lift up a lamentation concerning Tyre. And you have said to Tyre, O dweller on the entrances of the sea, merchant of the peoples to many islands, thus said Lord Yahweh, O Tyre, you have said, I am the perfection of beauty. Your borders are in the heart of the seas. Your builders have perfected your beauty. They have built of firs from Senir all your double-boarded ships for you. They have taken of cedars from Lebanon to make a mast for you. They made your oars of oaks of Bashan. They have made your bench of ivory, a branch of Asherim from the islands of Chittim. Your sail has been of fine linen with embroidery from Egypt, to be for your ensign. Your covering has been of blue and purple from islands of Elisha. Inhabitants of Sidon and Arvad have been rowers for you. Your wise men, O Tyre, have been in you. They are your pilots. The elderly of Gebal and its wise men have been in you, strengthening your breach. All ships of the sea and their mariners have been in you, to trade your merchandise. Persia and Lud and Phut have been in your forces, men of war. They hung up shield and helmet in you. They have given out your honor. The sons of Arvad and your force are on your walls all around, and short swordsmen have been in your towers. They have hung up their shields on your walls all around. They have perfected your beauty. Tarshish is your merchant. Because of the abundance of all wealth, they have given silver, iron, tin, and lead for your wares. Javan, Tubal, and Meshech, they are your merchants. They have given the soul of man and vessels of bronze for your merchandise. Those of the house of Torgama, they have given horses and riding steeds and mules for your wares. Sons of Dedan are your merchants. Many islands are the market of your hand. They sent back horns of ivory and ebony for your reward. Aram is your merchant. Because of the abundance of your works, they have given emerald, purple, and embroidery, and fine linen, and coral and agate for your wares. Judah and the land of Israel, they are your merchants. They have given wheat of Minnith and Panag, and honey and oil and balm for your merchandise. Damascus is your merchant for the abundance of your works, because of the abundance of all wealth, for wine of Helbon and white wool. Dan and Javan go about with your wares. They have given shining iron, cassia, and cane. It has been in your merchandise. Dedan is your merchant, for clothes of freedom for riding. Arabia and all princes of Kedar, they are the traders of your hand, for lambs and rams and male goats, in these your merchants. Merchants of Sheba and Ramah, they are your merchants. They have given the chief of all spices, and every precious stone, and gold for your wares. Haran and Cana and Eden, merchants of Sheba, Ashur, Chilmad are your merchants. They are your merchants for perfect things, for wrappings of blue and embroidery, and for treasuries of rich apparel, with cords bound and girded for your merchandise. Ships of Tarshish are journeying with merchandise for you, and you are filled and honored greatly in the heart of the seas. Those rowing you have brought you into great waters. The east wind has broken you in the heart of the seas. Your wealth and your wares, your merchandise, your mariners, and your pilots, strengtheners of your breach, and the traders of your merchandise, and all your men of war who are in you, and in all your assembly that is in your midst, fall into the heart of the seas in the day of your fall. At the voice of the cry of your pilots, the outskirts shake. And all handling an oar have come down from their ships. Mariners and all the pilots of the sea stand on the land, and have surrounded with their voice for you, and cried bitterly, and caused dust to go up on their heads. They roll themselves in ashes, and they have made themselves bald for you, and they have girded on sackcloth, and they have wept for you in bitterness of soul, a bitter mourning. And their sons have lifted up a lamentation for you, and they have lamented over you. Who is as Tyre, as the cut off one in the midst of the sea? With the outgoing of your wares from the seas, you have filled many peoples. With the abundance of your riches and your merchandise, you have enriched the kings of earth. At the time of your being broken by the seas and the depths of the waters, your merchandise and all your assembly have fallen in your midst. All inhabitants of the islands have been astonished at you, and their kings have been severely afraid. They have been troubled in countenance. Merchants among the peoples have shrieked for you. You have been terrors, and you are not. For all time